Hello students, previous class I have discussed you about SR flip-flop, and today's class I'll discuss with you about JK flip-flop. So we'll review the flip-flops, then I'll move to combination sequential circuit types, then what is clock, difference between flip-flop and latches, JK flip-flop definition and symbol, and then the terminology in JK flip-flop. Then JK flip-flop circuit, truth table and graphical symbol. Then we'll see the 4 modes of operation in JK flip-flop, then timing diagram. So first one, combination sequential circuit. This I explained you in the previous class also. Once again I'll tell you, the combinational sequential circuit is of combinational and sequential. So what is combinational? The output depends only on the current input values and it uses only logic gates. Current input means present values. The sequential, the output depends on the current and past input values. It uses both logic gates and storage elements. And this is the black diagram for sequential circuit, combinational circuit and memory element, and it has input and output. So the memory elements can store binary information. This information at any given time determines the state of the circuit at that time. And this is the black diagram for sequential circuit. Then sequential circuit types. There are 2 types. One is synchronous and another one is asynchronous. What is synchronous? A circuit behavior is determined by the signals at discrete instant of time. The memory elements are affected only at discrete instant of time. A clock is used for synchronization. Memory elements are affected only with the arrival of clock pulses, and these 3 are belongings to synchronous sequential circuit. Then what is asynchronous circuit? A circuit behavior is determined by the signal at any instant of time. It is also affected by the order of input change. This is about synchronous and asynchronous sequential circuit. So next one, what is clock? So clock is represented by CLK and it emits a series of pulses with a precise pulse width and precise interval between the consecutive pulses. Consecutive means 2 successive, next. The timing interval between the corresponding edges of 2 consecutive pulses is known as the clock cycle time or period. So this is about clock. So next one, flip-flop and latches. So in the previous class also I told you the difference between flip-flop and latches. In flip-flop we'll be using clocks. In latches we won't use clocks. Let us see in detail. These flip-flops can keep a binary state until an input signal to switch the state is received. Depending on the number of inputs and how the input affect the binary state, different types of flip-flops are available. There are 4 types: SR, JK, D and T flip-flops. Then latches. The flip-flops are constructed from latches. They are not useful for synchronous sequential circuit. They are useful for asynchronous sequential circuit. So this is about the flip-flop and latches. Latches we won't use clock. Flip-flop will be using clock. So next I'll move to JK flip-flop. So what is JK flip-flop? JK flip-flop is basically a gated SR flip-flop with the addition of clock input circuitry that prevents the legal or invalid output condition that can occur when both inputs S and R are equal to logic level 1 in SR flip-flop. So that means in SR flip-flop, when S is equal to R is equal to 1, the condition of output will be invalid and that problem will be rectified with the help of this JK flip-flop. So the JK flip-flop is basically called as a gated SR flip-flop. And this is the symbol for JK flip-flop. JK are the input, J is for set and K is for reset, and this is a clock pulse, and Q bar are the output. So then why we are moving to JK flip-flop? Due to the undefined state in SR flip-flop, another flip-flop is required in electronics. The JK flip-flop is an improvement of SR flip-flop where S is equal to R is equal to 1 is not a problem in JK flip-flop. So that means this problem will be rectified by using this JK flip-flop. And this is the circuit diagram for symbol for JK flip-flop, and this is for rising edge and this is for falling edge. And JK are the input, Q bar are the output, and this is a clock pulse. And this one gives a truth table for positive edge, and this gives the truth table for negative edge or falling edge. When the clock is raised, when at the condition J is equal to 0, K is equal to 0, there is no change. When J is equal to 1, K is equal to 0, the output is 1. So that is set condition. Then when J is equal to 1, 0 and K is equal to 1, then output will be 0. That will be in a reset condition. When 1, 1, so when the clock is raised, it is in toggle condition, that is Q naught bar. I'll tell you what is toggle in the next slide. So this is about the falling edge. The other things are same. So next one, we'll see the JK flip-flop terminology. The JK flip-flop has 5 inputs. One is set, J is for set and K is for reset, PR preset and CLR clear, CLK clock. And it has 2 output, Q bar. So it has 5 inputs, J, K, clock, preset and clear, and 2 outputs, Q and Q bar. So it is used to store a binary numbers, either 0 or 1. Output as I told you in the previous slide, Q bar are the outputs. The Q output is the primary output. This means that the binary bit stored in the flip-flop, either 0 or 1. The Q dash output is the opposite of the binary bit value that will be stored in Q. That means if Q is equal to 0 means Q bar will be 1. If Q is equal to 1 means then Q bar will be 0. Then PR, preset and CLR, clear inputs always override the JK inputs. Then this is the circuit for JK flip-flop, and this JK flip-flop is constructed using 2 AND gate, OR gate and NOT gate. And JK are the inputs, CLK is a clock, and also we have used D flip-flop. So D flip-flop I will teach you in the next class. Q bar are the output. So then this is the truth table for JK flip-flop. J is equal to 0, K is equal to 0, then there is no change, Q exists. Then 0, 1 means 0, that means a reset. 1, 0 means 1, that is set. Then 1, 1, it is the output bar, toggle condition. And this is the graphical symbol for JK flip-flop. JK are the input, Q bar output, and this is a clock pulse. So again, I have given the same JK flip-flop using SR latch. SR flip-flop. Here we have used 2 NAND latch. So JK flip-flop, JK clock, then Q bar output. Then this is the symbol, and the circuit diagram will be the circuit diagram is constructed using SR flip-flop, NAND latch. So here this is a NAND. These 4s are NAND gate. See, this is J, K are the inputs and clock pulse, rising edge or leading edge we can say, or positive edge also we can say, and Q bar are the output. So next one, JK flip-flop excitation table. Already we have seen the circuit diagram, circuit symbol, JK Q bar, input output. So then this gives the excitation table. Then what is excitation table? Then how it is different from truth table? Then excitation table. What is excitation table? For a given combination of a present state, that is for a current state Qn, and the next state Qn plus 1, the excitation table tells the input required. So it gives an idea about, so what is the input required? So that is about the excitation table. And this excitation table is for rising edge of the clock, and Q bar are the output. So again 0, 0, there is no change. 0, 1, it is clear state, that is a reset. Then 1, 0 means a set, 1, 1 means toggle. And here I have given the truth table of JK flip-flop along with explanation. JK Qn, that is present state, next state, then condition. J is equal to 0, K is equal to 0, then the present state is a don't care condition. We don't know what is present state, either a 0 or a 1. Then this is called a hold state condition. J is equal to K is equal to 0, this is hold state. Then I told you J is for set and K is for reset. When K is equal to 1, that will be in reset state condition. When J is equal to 1, that will be in set condition. Then 1 1 1 1 means toggle conditions. See, in SR flip-flop, when S is equal to R is equal to 1, so the condition is invalid, whereas in JK flip-flop that problem is rectified and the condition is called a toggle state. So then we'll move to 4 modes of operation. The first one, there are 4 modes. One is hold, set, reset and toggle. And this is the truth table for mode of operations, and this circuit gives the active low SR flip-flop. So first let us discuss about hold condition. So hold means there is no change in Q. So when you give J is equal to 0, then you will get output as 0. Then K is equal to 0, Q bar automatically, here Q is equal to 0, automatically Q bar is equal to 1. We will see how it is. So here JK, so JK we have to give 0 0, then output will come as 1 1, then the output will be given here, then 0 1, the output is 0 1, and we have to connect through the feedback. The feedback connection is given. Now the original value is 0 and 1. So that's what it's mentioned here. So when J is equal to 0, K is equal to 1, then the actual output is 0 and 1. Then after feedback, then this is the original Q and Q bar or Q dash we can say, that is 0 and 1, which I marked in blue color. So next one, set condition. And set means Q is equal to 1, that is J is equal to 1. And this is the symbol, and this is the circuit diagram, and this is the truth table for this set condition. So you can see later. So next one, the mode of operation for reset. Reset means that is J is equal to 0, K is equal to 1, Q is equal to 0. The output will be 0. Output 0 means then automatically Q bar will be 1, and this is the circuit, and this circuit explains the function of reset operation. So J is equal to 0, K is equal to 1, output is equal to 0, then Q dash. Then this is after feedback. After feedback, your original Q and Q dash will be 1 and 0, 1 and 0. So the last operation is toggle. Toggle means Q is equal to Q dash. Q is equal to Q dash. So we'll see how. So next, J is equal to 1, K is equal to 1, then we'll get the output Q is equal to 1, Q dash is equal to 0. So this is the original Q and Q dash after feedback. So what is toggle? Toggle is a switch that has just 2 positions. For example, light switches that turn a light on or off are toggle switches. On a computer keyboard, the caps lock key is a toggle switch because pressing it can have 2 meanings depending on what the current setting is. Either it may be a small letter, it will change it into small letter if it was a capital letter, or now it is a capital letter means when you press the caps lock key, then the mode will be changed into small letters, small alphabets. So that is the best example for toggle nature. So the next one, the mode of operation for toggle again. So this is the condition, that is J is equal to 1, K is equal to 1, then Q is equal to 0, Q dash is equal to 1, and this is after feedback. So this is the clock edge. Already I have discussed this concept in the previous slide when I discussed about the SR flip-flop. Again I have given for your understanding. And this is a time period for JK flip-flop. TP is for time period for the first clock pulse, second and third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth and ninth. And here J, all the first 3 state it will be in high state, then again it will be in lower state, 2 state low, and again 2 high and 2 low. And this is for K output, and that is K input, 0, then all ones, 4 times ones, then 0, 1. Then this is a clock pulse. Clock pulse always goes to low to high, low to high, low to high, low to high, and this is the output condition. So this is the best example for JK flip-flop timings. So first set condition, then toggle means it will continue the previous things. Then no change state, set and no change. I think it is very clear for you to understand about this JK flip-flop timing. Once again I will put this, you can understand. So this is before the clock timing. Q is output and JK are the inputs, and this is a clock pulse. When we apply the clock, what will happen? See, set, toggle, then again clear, no change, then again set, then no change. So this is the best example for JK flip-flop timings. So I hope you can understand clearly about the timings. So next I'll move to positive and negative edge trigger JK flip-flop. So this is the circuit symbol for JK, positive edge trigger flip-flop, and this is for negative edge trigger flip-flop. So for negative edge trigger flip-flop, we have to mention this circle here in the symbol, and this is for rising edge of clock, and this is for falling edge of the clock. This is for rising edge and this is for falling edge of the clock. This is called positive edge trigger and this is called negative edge trigger. Thank you, students. So with this I want to stop this class. The next things we'll see in the next class. Thank you so much, students.